a lot of love right there. This is banging.
You guys don't like that?
Woo.
The flavor this is orange squeeze. I'd like to try this.
So first I want to say, thank you to Fox and the Crown for inviting us. It's been a long 2 weeks, really long 2 weeks, getting our men coming from our last Big East game to having to wait almost 2.5 weeks. So I think our men did a great job in our preparation, right? You don't know with all these teams with transfers and, guys that are injured and guys that leave programs. So I'm really proud of our guys. And obviously we were really, really short-handed. But at the same time, I thought it was a resilient group. I thought our men battled. I think we got down by 10 or 11. Malik did really, really well, right? He was a one-man wrecking crew out there. I thought a lot of people played off of his energy, his leadership. So just really proud of the group. Going to look forward to playing Nebraska. Very talented team. But I think anytime you have an opportunity to continue your play, right, in postseason, regardless of when it is, the young men get excited because it's an opportunity to perform and get on the national stage and show what they're made of. So great program win, great team win, right? And really looking forward to an emotional day where we can take a deep breath and prepare for our next opponent on Wednesday.
Being shorthanded is nothing new for you guys this season, unfortunately, with some of the injuries and things you went through. To have it go where you could play the 40 minutes and finish it out, as opposed to games this year where you played really well for 30 shorthanded and then maybe faded in the end, like how gratifying was it to see the way this one finished tonight?
Really gratifying. So, when we started the season, we thought our staff did a great job assembling a team that had a chance to compete in the Big East, and I thought we did that early. And then, the injury bug, like none other, hit our program. It's the first time in my career that we had so many guys injured over the course of the year. And it wasn't just game to game. It was basically season long that we never got. I think this is Caleb's first game in a month and a half, I believe, right? His last game was at Butler. He only played like 9 or 10 minutes in that game. Obviously, Thomas being out, Jaden being out, and Micah, Thomas, those guys played some heavy minutes for us. So give our guys credit for being ready when their number was called, the guys that came off the bench.
We saw a statement that came out before the game about the health incident. Can you provide any detail on what that is?
All of our players, everybody has their privacy, right? And that's something that we're always going to protect. Our statement has said that, and I'm going to have to leave it at that statement. I appreciate you asking that question, though. Thank you.
Malik, to have a game like you did tonight, what does that feel like when you start to heat up like that? And do you just kind of want the ball as much as you can get it?
For me, it's just kind of being in the flow state, just playing with the flow. Not really trying to force anything because I feel like that's when things go wrong, but just letting the game come to me and whatever I feel like is a good shot, just taking those shots, believing that I can make it, and knowing that I work on those shots. So I'm just playing the flow of the game and then taking the shots I feel like is a good shot for me.
For either player, what is it like to go through this season overall shorthanded and then to get into the postseason and then again you have more shorthanded moments that maybe even you weren't expecting this time around? Just how have you guys battled and stayed resilient?
I think, it made it a lot easier towards the end of the season. Certain guys had to, be called up and step up and do a lot more for us, including myself. So I say that adversity we hit sort of in the beginning of the season sort of prepared everyone to, when your number's called, stay ready and be ready for moments like these in this game today.
And this isn't meant to question the privacy at all. Would you expect to have any other guys back, or is this kind of what you got for however long you guys stay in this tournament?
I think we have one of the best medical teams in America. I'm going to really lean on them and get their professional advice on that. Hopefully we have a word or two tomorrow. But right now, we got to make sure that all of our guys are in the best health they are, emotionally, mentally, physically. If they're not 100%, I'm not going to put them in this situation.
Coach, if I can, doing the season recap on David, coach of Washington State.
Yeah.
When you look at how this team came in, right, they were one of two teams sort of left out in the cold after the Pac-12 breaks up. They run through the West Coast Conference. They come into this after a few weeks off. Did you find yourself tonight sort of in a chess match against a coach, not just a team or a specific player? Like, for instance, you had a collection of players in the league chess match you had with him and the job you sort of saw him do as a coach?
I thought he did a great job. I mean, when you look at he doesn't have his backcourt, so I could only imagine what that preparation was like. And both on our side, like who's going to play, who's not going to play. Given this portal era, some coaches are playing kids that are in the portal. Some kids don't want to play that went to the portal, and that's their prerogative. I think we in college basketball have to address that. We really do. We have to address the 75,000 moving pieces that, in my opinion, I don't think it's fair to the student athlete. I don't think it's fair to the school. But the job he did this year, given that they were one of 2 teams left out, goes to tell you where intercollegiate athletics is right now. It's an absolute shit show. It really is, right? Are we doing this for the right reasons for these young men and women to learn, grow, and develop? Using an educational scholarship, now that we can pay these guys, it has caused us to not even worry about educating our kids. You know what I mean? So for him to do what he did today, like it was a chess match. Okay, they're in zone, they're in man, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're going big, they're going small. It was back and forth. It was a really good college game. And it was on Fox. It was great. I mean, I think it was a great game for the viewership, but it was a hell of a chess match. And, young coach did a great job. Really, really good job. He kept his kids dialed in. Anytime you get a chance to go down to the last shot of the game, it was the last shot of the game. They had a chance to tie it. Goes to tell you both teams played hard. They played together. And this, somebody's going to win and lose, and we were really fortunate to get a win. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.